Hello, and welcome back to, I'm gonna call any cooking video Dead Dad's Kitchen, because I'm too proud of this show to let it die.
Well, they say he's not coming back and nothing can fill the void, but at least we can try with food. I'll make some apple pie, come on in. It's Dead Dad's Kitchen.
Welcome back to Dead Dad's Kitchen, where we're making something my dad would have never heard of or wanted to eat. So we are going to make that viral chocolate chip cookie dough focaccia. So many of y'all have sent this to me and I'm so excited to try it, even though I think it looks insane and like it's gonna turn out really, really poorly. I made some of my classic gotcha focaccia dough last night, so it's nice and bubbly. I am not going to make all of this dough into the chocolate chip cookie dough thing because I don't want to waste the dough, because I have a very strong feeling this is going to taste bad. A reason for that, my reasoning is not because I'm just like hating on something that everyone's excited about. That's a little bit of it. But bread and cookies are different things. They're both dough, but one is a yeasted dough that needs time to proof and needs a longer amount of bake time because it's all the heat's needing to get in there and create the gas that makes it rise and blah, 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 blah. Cookies are a creamed butter-based dough, so they don't need very long to cook because we're not trying to get that, like, the gas reaction out of it. So that's kind of my issue when I see things like this, when I'm like, or when like, did you guys see when they were putting the chocolate chip cookie dough into a already baked croissant? I was like, so this croissant's gonna be burnt by the time the cookies, it's just, it doesn't make a lot of sense oven-wise. But whatever, who am I to not give it a shot if everybody's so excited about it? And again, thank you to everybody who sent it to me because I'm honored to be thought about with chocolate chip cookies and focaccia. The thing about focaccia that's so amazing is it's this really, really olive oily, delicious, crusty bread. That's why we all love it. It's so decadent, it's so rich while still being really light and airy and bubbly. So I use so much olive oil when making this. However, I do think that since we're rock and rolling with cookies, we should be using butter because olive oil has a very specific flavor to it. That's why it works so well with focaccia. But I don't think that would taste very good with chocolate chip cookies. So I do want to use melted butter in lieu of olive oil. The only tricky part with that is butter burns way quicker. But I want to give this the best chance that I can at actually tasting good. Because I'm not making this to like make it bad and like make a video where I'm like, ugh, this is the worst. I would love to like it. I just don't know if I'm going to. So we're going to use some lovely Kerrygold butter that's melted in the place that I would normally be using olive oil. Come with me. I'm gonna melt a good amount of this right now. We're probably gonna need a lot just throughout the process, but let's do a nice little chunk right now. I love the smell of butter. Oh my gosh, look at these bubbles. I'm going to take a good amount of this butter and just make sure that my bottom is coated, because the quintessential, well, one of the many quintessential parts of focaccia is that you want it to have a really, really crispy, crunchy bottom. Getting in all of those little corners on the side so nothing gets sticky. This pan is clean. I've washed it 100 times. There are just some of these stains on it, so don't worry. Also, the cookie dough I have is just cookie dough that I defrosted from yesterday, because if you guys don't know, I always keep a bunch of cookie dough in my freezer just to make for whenever. Why am I doing that now? We don't need to do that now. I don't know how much I want to use. I think I'm just gonna, let's see, I don't think that's gonna be enough. Well, let's do a little more. Okay, because I read in one of the videos, the person who I saw originally do this, I'm gonna put their little thing right here. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I did see in one of their, in their video about this, in the caption it said like, you wanna use a shallower pan so that it can try its best to all cook at the same time. Since this focaccia dough has been in the fridge and is cold, it's gonna need a little time to warm up, come to room temperature, and let those gases start working together again. That's called proofing. So we are going to let our first proof happen. Normally I would let this proof for a couple of hours. I think I'm just gonna do maybe an hour right now, kind of expedite this process because I really am so curious. And I don't want to work it too much right now. I just want to get both sides coated with the butter so we don't have any stickiness anywhere. And then when this is done proofing, we will come back and add in our cookie dough. We'll actually add it into the dough, fold it in, and then put some on top. So I will see you in like an hour, hour and a half when this has sort of relaxed, come up a little bit more to room temperature, and we can work with it. Hello. Clippity clap. Clappity clip. Okay. Hello. We have, ooh, it smells good. We have let our focaccia start to proof. So it's starting to get a little jiggly, as y'all can see. Now the butter has solidified, which isn't going to be an issue the second it gets into the oven. What the lady does in the video, I think her name is Lacey. Either way, if it's not, that's a cute name. What she does in her video is crumble up some of the cookie dough and put it in here, and then she folds it and then put some on top as well. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna get you in here and get a closer look. So you'll see what I'm gonna do. Why I do that all the time. Have you guys noticed that? I'm sure you have, because I'm sure it's annoying when I'm editing it. So I'm sure when you guys are actually watching the video and I'm like, here's what I'll be doing. And then I tell you for 3 minutes and then I do it for 6 minutes. You're like, okay. You guys might have noticed I did my chocolate chip cookie chunks a little smaller. I think that's going to give them a better chance at actually baking through and baking up properly. Not to say that her way was wrong. I just have a feeling that it might give me a little more of like an actual cookie vibe on top. Also, I don't know if you guys saw this guy, but he's like a little hand towel, but my mom had him at her house and I said, I think I need him. And she said, okay. So I'm gonna let this proof again for maybe another 30 minutes. In that time, I'm gonna preheat my oven. I would normally bake focaccia at like 450 and I would normally bake cookies at 375. I feel like maybe 400, maybe 425 for a couple minutes, then 400 for the rest of the time. We're gonna have to see. I am very curious. I think it looks cool. I know that the woman who made this is trying to do it like a sweet focaccia, like Will It Focaccia series. So maybe I'll hop on her bandwagon and steal her idea, obviously giving her credit. So we'll see. We'll see how this one turns out. Maybe it'll spark my love of sweet focaccia, which I have not found to be sparked yet. So I'm excited to figure this out with you. I will see you when we put this in the oven. The oven is preheating. This has had a second proof. Oh yeah, it's way jigglier. I'm gonna call her Lacey. I think she's brilliant and I'm excited to try out more of her recipes. I think it's the same woman that did this. Oh my God. She did this like focaccia pizza burrata bruschetta situation. Looked absolutely stunning. It's been in my saved TikTok folder for like a year. So now the tomatoes are back. If I didn't start this, I'm going to shoot somebody. Okay, thank goodness. This woman is a genius. So when I say I'm stealing her ideas, I'm saying it jokingly and with love because I really respect and appreciate what she's doing. I hope you already knew that. Okay, we're gonna get you back in again for the final push in. And I'm also gonna dot some butter on top. And of course, we're gonna do some flaky sea salt. Okay, let's bring you back. Also, I'm like loving like bringing my blush up here. Isn't that important for me to tell you? I am feeling more hopeful now than I did at the beginning of the video. I do think it looks really cute and really pretty. And if it bakes up the way that I'm hoping it does, I could imagine it being really good. There's literally only one way to find out. Thank you for waiting here with me. I mean, for you, it's been, you know, six minutes. For me, this has been an all day thing. So thank you for being here. And I'll see you when it's all done. Also, if you're wondering, yes, my hair looks good. I blew it out for the first time today in a long time. So I'm obviously kind of feeling it. It's out of the oven. What I was worried about happening did happen. The cookies, I think, cooked too much. And I don't think the bread cooked enough. I definitely didn't get as crispy of a bottom as I would like. There's definitely some browning. I do think it cooked through, which is what matters. But there's only one way to find that out. So let's give it a cut. With my Fat Daddy-O's knife that I'm obsessed with. They sent me some of their stuff because I love their pan so much. This knife is sensational. Here's what we're rocking with. So it definitely cooked. It baked through, which is what I was concerned about. Now let's see. I put a good amount of the cookie dough in the thing, but it seems like I'm not really seeing much of it in there. Okay, here's some more. Okay. It is way heavier than I'm used to. Let's slice this up. I want a piece that has cookie on top and on bottom. It's not as crispy on the bottom, but there's something. Okay. I kind of can't tell how I feel about it. I think I like the crispiness of the cookie on top, which I thought I was going to be mad at that these were a little overbaked. But I think that since the bread is so soft and squishy, I think that that's a nice, like, change. I do think that the chocolate, like the melty chocolate's kind of nice in there. I'll tell you this much. I like it way more than I thought I would. I don't know if I'll make it again. I am really happy I used butter instead of olive oil. The olive oil would have been way too overpowering. And you do get a lot of butteriness in there. I mean, you guys saw how much butter there was. It sort of has the energy of a cinnamon roll, like a soft, squishy, sweet thing. But it is really interesting. I think I'm happy I made it. And I'm happy I'm enjoying it. I think that's what I'll say. I don't love it, but I'm enjoying it. I think I'll have another piece, but I think then I'm done. And I am really happy with the bake on the focaccia, and I think that the little pockets of cookie dough are really fun. I think this just kind of showed me that I need to try and have more fun in the kitchen and think outside the box, because this was really cool. Let me know what else you guys want me to make in the comments down below. We could try her like burrata, bruschetta, focaccia-y thing, or I'm happy to try anything else that you guys have seen and are interested in. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining. Oh, by the way, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. I put out videos as often as my mental health will allow. So, I will see you guys soon and try something new in the kitchen today. Why not? Be crazy. I do love this knife though, I'll tell you that much. It makes cutting bread so much easier. Yeah, see, look at that little pocket. Okay, go. Bye, love you.